Hello family, welcome back to the channel. What about today? Cleaning up and eventually didn't quite plan to, but start doing some harvesting. It is a couple months now after the hurricane, and here I am standing right here on the edge of this precipice. Well, well, standing right on the edge. I should again see the face of this rock. Yeah, but since the hurricane, because it blew away a lot of the trees, you can see the precipice in some areas, depending on where you're standing, much clearer. And that is a section out of the new part of the farm. The hurricane blew away some of the trees on the west, so the rock face actually exposed better than we ever seen it before. So I always talk how deep this precipice is. Well, now I also mentioned the amount of bamboos that went over when I was cutting those bamboo roots out, and you can actually see the bamboos more now as well. And like I said, this building is pretty close to the precipice. I'm standing at the edge of the precipice right now. Let me zoom out a bit. Yeah, and this is a building right there. And this is actually coming back 12 feet more this way. Yeah, so by the time I'm done, I will be approximately 10 feet in some areas and closer in some other areas. And as I walk out of the yard earlier, just cracking the ground in this potato patch, and just starting to harvest some potato. I happened to find a large one which I wasn't expecting in this section because most of these are small. Just happened to find this large one. I'd estimate to be about 6.5, 7 pounds, which I haven't taken those out of the field yet, so not weight weight, so I'm not sure the exact weight, but yeah, just estimating. With so much doing, not enough rain right now. I clean this potato patch up with the intention to replant, but the time gets so dry after the hurricane. It's right in the dry season. Uh, December is definitely the dry season here in Jamaica, and where I am. So not yet able to plant back this sweet potato. So I guess you can also see this is the this section of the farm that was done first and was destroyed by the hurricane. You can see that things are turning around. So almost all the farm looking like I'm just beginning, but that's what it is right now, starting over after the hurricane. Even this is a Fuji apple tree. I thought I lost it because It was below some trees and dirt and so on for 3 weeks. When I take it out, it was just stick. Surprisingly, it survived. Spring back up. So for the things that are below ground like cocoa, yam, potato, yeah, still have those things I'm harvesting. The only thing about my yam that I plant, which are mostly renta, keeping busy and planted them late in July, some June, July. So the result of them is not that good. Don't bear that well. But on the edge of this precipice, I have some huge vines keep growing up for the past couple of years I'm here. And according to where it is, I have no easy access to it. But one of my philosophy in life is that there is always a way. So while it is on the edge of the precipice, nowhere to stand, nowhere to walk down to where those were. So what I did is walk around that side, use some bamboo, make a bridge, go across, and right on the edge of the precipice, there was nowhere to stand if I didn't have those bamboos there, except for that tree root right there. And I wasn't quite sure where those yams were because it was all waste, covered up. So went down there and eventually got access to those yam and digging some. So just decided to share some of that with you, and even go on the other side of the precipice over there and dug tree from over there as well, right below those bamboos. I'm never able to go around there. Let's see. I'm just showing you there the depth of that part of the precipice, because the hurricane blew away a lot of the wisps and trees and so on, even though the bamboos, and there's still some wisps. You're still not seeing it that clearly, but much clearer than we're seeing it before. Yeah, so still not able to see everything, but seeing it a bit clearer, yeah. So I'm going to walk around This is a bit of adventure. I went down partially part of this precipice before in another video, but gone down a little bit further now and create a bridge to go where I could not go before, using bamboos across one rock to the next, setting those bamboos in these tree roots. But behind these bamboos is just rock face going down. Yep. There was nowhere to stand except on these bamboos that rest in this tree root. So here I am, already dug a few yams. And still have one here which stuck between a vein and a rock. So I probably have to break that one to get it out. And these are the whole ones Eventually watching these growing out for the past couple of years. Whenever you don't harvest them, basically they dried up and regrow. So those are the ones that dried up that didn't harvest last year. And here is another large one. At least we are seeing at the head and have a large vine. Won't be digging that one today. So when I dig that one, let's see how large it will be. Probably we'll show that to you. Yeah, so this is a bit of adventure, but like I said, I have access to rent a yam elsewhere on this property easier. But I like a challenge. Because like I said, one of my philosophy, there is always a way. If you think hard enough, long enough, you can figure it out. So no matter what, never give up. You can work it out. And that's what part of this channel is all about, inspiring. So walking down a pathway down this precipice, the farm is up there. You can only see a part, small part actually, because I'm below. Yeah. Here, these bamboo are not that stable, so have to be careful because, like I said, if I slip and fall, I have nowhere going but down. Yeah. So just seeing some of these rock clearer than what I showed in a previous video. And I still haven't gone down below as yet. Problem is was to do that video with the hurricane blow down so many trees as it is right now. Walking through this forest is like almost impossible. It's difficult. But we'll have to go down there soon because I have quite a few trees that blown down, including cedar trees and so on. So I'll have to end up gather those. So still need to get those yams. I went and get my camera. I'm supposed to take a bag with me, and it's when I got here I remember the bag. So folks, things are springing up again. Not those large banana trees that we had before, but still able to harvest. Even a couple of days ago I took two banana hop, and even have this one here that I just cut in hand from it, so I don't take it up, leave it there and just cut from it, because I'm taking from this one to cook. So I take from this and give away, and also for my personal use. So spite of the hurricane, still have stuff harvesting. And in fact I sold a few things actually after the hurricane. Like took up 200 pounds of pumpkin, and surprisingly the hurricane actually blew all the leaves off the pumpkin and they spring back and actually bearing. The only thing is these are runoffs, so they are not large. They're kind of small, but still ending up back with a few pumpkins from this same patch. That's the one there. But yeah, as you can see, as I pass through quickly here, that and this is the top of the precipice that I was showing from the other side, and that is where I took up a couple renta yam earlier. Those are up by the house already. Trees are springing back up, looking green again, not as lush as it was before, but getting there. So I guess that some of these pumpkins, they are smaller than pumpkins before the hurricane, but they actually spring and bear quite a few actually. What I realize I'm having problem with are these worms, because I don't use pesticides, but when they actually eating off all the leaves of the pumpkin. So family, wherever you're watching from, thanks as usual for watching. It's been work, 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 and more work, because after the hurricane, with everything or so many things destroyed, it's pretty much like starting all over again. So it's non-stop working basically. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and still appealing to those that are watching and not yet subscribed to the channel to subscribe to the channel. Also share with your families and friends. And don't forget also to leave a comment. Let me know also where you're watching from. So take care folks, and wishing you all, I'm not sure when this video will be going out, because we're having huge problem right now uploading. I tried to upload well, I did upload really a 7 minutes and 45-second video just couple weeks ago, and that took over 8 hours to upload. 7 minutes and 35 seconds. And then I upload another one, 5 minutes. I don't remember how many seconds. And it took even longer because that one was done early in the morning, and then it ended up in the morning in the day, which we seem to have a little better service at night than in the day. And even with I saying that, I still would consider myself fortunate to an extent, because there are some folks, even in my community, that cannot get service from their house. But I so happen to, as I'm talking, I just turn around. So happen to be close to one of the telecommunication tower, even though it is damaged and lose some of its receiver. But that's the reason why I may be able to even get a bit of signal and service here in the country, approximately 12 miles out of the town. Yeah. So take care folks, and wishing you all a prosperous and healthy 2026. God bless and see you in the next one.